28 grams of moss. Little beef of the king. Little beef of the king. Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for this. Champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Don't know why you can't wanna wait to beat, but it's sweet just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early didn't finish the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game, and I continue to win. See, I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. Like you phony rap cat, about to make me squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ATL is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons, and I'm the truth. Why? Cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the AT, but I carry my throne. God bless every child that can hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out there better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you got. So when you gas scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the how. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the damn cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people leaking trailer. And my throne and I'm the key. You can put that on my heart and I'm the God. Cause I'm the motherfucking champion.
Y'all heard it here first. One of the champion. That's right. Welcome to the Anthony Brown Show, this segment that we call the ATL. So good to be in the number just one more time. I'm joined tonight by none other than the very beautiful, the very charming, my sister, Tayama Sweetness.
Hello, everybody.
You looking extra cute tonight. What you done did? Something different.
Woke up.
That's it? You woke up like this?
That's it. No makeup, no filter, no nothing.
That's right. Let them have it. Okay, yes. Locks is lovely. And of course, I'm joined by my brother from another. The pain in my back, side, knees, neck, elbows. But wouldn't change it for the world. You got my back. Thick and thin. Short to doo-wop himself. Mr. Legacy the Great.
ATL, ho!
Too much.
You give us too much. You give us a little bit too much.
Oh, y'all, I want y'all to, before we move, go to our guests. I just want to thank my sister for, you know what I'm saying, making a man look like shit. Thank you, boo.
Make you look like shit. What? You know, there's always a hater in the house. And of course, we are also joined this evening our very lovely and very special guest. We went out to the Midwest. He's the president, the owner, the founder, the DJ of Friday Night Inspiration Music. Please join him on Friday evenings for the best in gospel. None other than D-Lo himself.
What's up? They say everything's bigger in Texas.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
They say everything's bigger in Texas, brother.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And of course, we can't stop right there with D-Lo. We have to just keep right on going over to we were going up north this time, and she got the juiciest cakes. They're so moist and voluptuous and plump and so supple. Better than Betty Crocker, and Sarah Lee ain't got shit on her. None other than Miss Juicy Cakes herself. Juicy, drive them crazy. What happened to Miss Juice Cakes?
The cake must have got dry.
Okay.
Don't come far.
You just always got to be a woman's activist, don't
Yeah, I wouldn't be shitting. So you gotta stay true to yourself.
Okay. In the meantime, while we're waiting, I just want to remind everybody that definitely, if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe, and by subscribing, you'll be notified every time we go live. And we go live every Tuesday and Friday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hit that thumbs up button. That lets YouTube know that you're enjoying what you see here, and then they will also share our videos with other people the more you click that like button. And comment below, and we will share your comments live here on the screen, read your comments, and respond accordingly. So yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It costs you $0 to subscribe. So anywho, how did everybody
Don't
day
cost
go?
you nothing.
How did everybody day go?
Yes.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Everybody looking rather snazzy. I'm the only one looking like a bum. I need to shave and get my hair done. There she is. There's Juice Cakes.
Hey, how are you?
Blessings.
I didn't know I had joined the show. I thought I was still backstage. I had went to the bathroom real quick. Sorry about that.
Wash hands.
Yes, it did. I see my ABCs.
Hey, little one.
I want to see her.
Yeah, and then it was him.
Okay.
I'm putting my camera on. Stop.
I was just asking everybody how was their day going so far. How did the day go?
My day's been going. I've been home, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I had a good one. Newbie made some. I say it's faux. She say it's food. Whatever it is, it's spooking good.
That part, okay, that's all that matters about.
Yeah. So I went back and started eating some more, and then like, dang, I gotta stop.
You know what? The crazy part is, I almost have a brain fart, brain freeze, a blonde moment, or as they said, an elderly moment. But whatever I was having.
Yeah, I was finna say a gray moment.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I knew it was Friday. I knew it was time for the show. But then I'm out there in the other room, sitting there chilling with family members, and totally forgot today was even Friday. You know, and the show was set up and everything, and this is after you and I was texting Juicy earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Still forgot. I'm like, oh shucks, it's showtime. Let me get ready and set up everything. So I was having a moment.
It was about 8:25.
Okay.
Because I was trying to watch the videos, and then I got things I can go do real quick, and there we go.
Hey, Miss Brown.
Hey, Miss Jeanette.
Miss Jeanette Brown, make sure you click that like button. Appreciate it.
I want this lower. I want it lower. I prefer it lower. Like that.
Before we go forward, let's just go a quick commercial.
Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
This is how.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. If you're just now tuning in, this is the Anthony Brown Show, this segment that we call the ATL. And thank you for joining us. Appreciate that so much. Again, if you're just tuning in, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Most importantly, hit that share. When you share that, you're sharing this what's going on over here on your social media, so that all of your friends and family can come over here and see what the craziness is all about. Because trust me, there's some foolery going on over here.
some
Cause of
good,
you.
and I like that kind of foolishness. Yes, sir. I like this kind of foolishness.
Okay, I want to get into our first topic. Um, the question is, who does she side with? And what I've done is I've taken the liberty of going through Instagram, and I found four video clips, um, with various different messages they're sending out. And I want us to talk about them. The first one is called "Who Does She Side With?" It's a situation where a wife, a child, a daughter, is torn between her father and her husband. And the situation is, let me tell you the situation first so you'll understand, because the video doesn't clearly tell the situation. But what the situation is they've been married. I don't know how long they've been married, but they've been married for quite some time. But this moment in their marriage, she happens to be holding two jobs. The husband, of course, at this point is not working. So the father comes over with his other son, which is her brother, and finds out that she's holding down the household. So an argument takes place, and of course, the father sees it one way, and the husband sees it another. And the wife is in the situation. So who does she side with? Check this out.
I don't got no choice. You coming with me. You ain't staying here.
You can't stay here. He got you working two jobs, sis. How you want to stay here, though? Why you want to stay here with him?
No, at the end of the day, you coming with me. No,
No, you ain't going with him. Come on, you need to leave, sis. That dude ain't no good for you. No, who you running up on? Who you running up on, no? Who you running up on, my daddy?
Man, I will mop this flow with you, bro. Take a step back.
Who's first? Who does she side with?
I'm going with my husband. We finna burn this bitch down together. What you mean?
So you gonna work the two jobs while the husband don't work no job?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't always that way.
Okay, I was gonna say exactly. Done, Allen.
I'm with her, side with us, because that's what happens in my life. But that's only because I'm disabled, so I can't work like I want to. So I can't do everything I want to, but I still do some things. So I'm gonna go with that. I side with the husband. Oh yeah,
Okay. Miss
yeah.
Juicy.
You're muted.
I'm like, what was the problem? Just because he didn't have a job?
Well, explain
Yeah.
the problem.
I mean, that's all. I didn't hear a problem. And so to side with, was she needing to leave because he didn't have a job?
She working two jobs. She's taking care of the household financially.
I mean, sometimes that's what you gotta do. So I wouldn't. That's not a reason to leave on. So now I wouldn't be. I don't see. I wouldn't side with my dad. No, not today.
I think it goes a little further. I think not only that. Okay, I agree with all of you. Yeah, I think the decision she should be making is to side with her husband, of course. Because like Tiama said, it wasn't always like that. Even if it was, I mean, this day and age, there are such thing as a stay-at-home dad and the wife with the bills. You know, there are situations like that where, let's say, let's say, because believe it or not, there are more women that attend and complete college than men. So let's say there's a situation where a woman gets with a guy and she's a 4 year or 5 year college degree, bachelor's or master's degree. So she's out there making six figures. She just happens to fall in love with a blue collar worker, which is a guy who probably don't have a college degree. And let's say um, he has worked and will work, but because let's say they have kids, young kids, 2 and 3 year old kids, toddlers. So he's somebody has to stay home and take care of the kids. So he happens to be the stay at home dad. And it's cheaper for him to stay at home as opposed to paying daycare and this and that. And plus, they probably don't trust nobody with their kids. They're that so young and tender. So dad, stay home. You take care of the kids. I got this. I'm a doctor. I'm a lawyer. I'm a this or that. Whatever. I could foot the bills. So what's wrong with her being a stay at home? I mean, her being a breadwinner while he stay at home? Because it takes two. Somebody got to do this part. Somebody got to do this part. Who says that he has to do this part or he has to do this part or she has to do that part? Just someone has to fill both positions, whether
You
it's
know
him
what?
and her or whether it's him and her. Go ahead,
You
Donnell.
know what? You know what that is, Tony? It's the heteronormative box that people have put people in,
Mm-hmm.
and we feel that a man's role is to always the man go out and because we know we read the Bible and if a man don't work, don't eat, and so we go on that scripture. And we're like, that's what the Bible says. If a man don't work, he don't eat. Yeah, but also,
Technically,
but
he is working.
nowadays, that's not all the time true.
Donnell, he is working.
But
He's
that
holding
is
down.
work. But that is work. Staying home and taking care of the family is work. Like people don't understand. People think that I just be sitting on my butt all day when I'm home and toiling that word. No, I gotta wash. I gotta clean. I gotta wash the dishes. I gotta keep the house clean. I gotta cook. I don't sit on my butt. I don't have time to sit on my butt. 'Cause I'm working while I'm at home all day, and then I have people that come by and get notaries in between. I got people that got orders for flyers. I got people so I don't just sit on my butt at home. I'm busy. I'm working all day. So I be working a full 8 hour job all day long. I'm working. So it's not necessarily sitting on your butt. It's actually work. I think when you taking care of the house, it's work. Like stay at home moms, that's work. I
Stay
tell
at
people
home.
all the time, mothers that stay home are working.
Well, now it's called a stay-at-home parent because it's not just a mom; it could be the dad.
Right,
And
right.
like you said, I agree with you, Donnell. That is a full-time job within itself.
So
Taking care, especially raising toddlers and little babies.
when are we gonna like to take care of a home and a family when you're husband and wife? That's a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like tag team. Sometimes it's tag team, you're it. Sometimes it's the other way around. It's not based on a societal view, it's based on your family's needs,
Right,
and they got to be met by any means.
right,
So that's why I didn't understand a problem and where to side. I'm like, what happened?
right,
So I didn't know where I would need to answer the question because I didn't see not one issue with if that's where it has to be at that moment, even for that lifetime. If that's their choice, that's where they are. Some
mhm,
women like pursue their career and education, they become doctors, they make like Rihanna. And they can meet whoever and they like their love doesn't mean they love the money. It's the individual and who they unite with, who they build their family with. I hate when people put the value on the dollar on family because there is none.
right.
I agree with you, and that makes perfect sense, Juicy. You're
With you
absolutely right.
wholeheartedly.
I
Maybe
mean,
they don't like.
Mm-hmm.
okay, Emma,
I say maybe they just don't like him.
for whatever reason, yeah.
Is never qualified to
That
meet up.
could be. Mm-hmm.
Maybe they know things that she don't know, and they feel that while she doing something, he's doing something else.
That could be
A
too.
lot of people make so
Ooh, that
many
sounds
speculations.
wow. Juicy, that's very probable.
And
That's
now,
very
now let's
probable. That
let's
there
flip the
could be
script. What if
something.
Like, see, why you shaking your head?
I said let's flip the script. Let's say it was a situation where she had to stay home and he was working 2 jobs.
Um,
No, that's the norm. Nobody would have said nothing about that.
correct. That's just the norm. It's a um Bob, it's a caveman Neanderthal system that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
To where we sit and think that, you know, a woman is to sit home. I'm like I tell everybody, I'm for equal rights. You know, you want to get up on this roof and put some shingles on. Let's get this ladder and get your ass up there and put these shingles on.
You look,
Um,
you and your red
but
bottoms.
no, you ain't gonna mess up them. You gonna hold them up in the air. You ain't
Okay,
gonna mess up these red bottoms.
put on your
But
Timberland.
but I want to say, you know, um, Juicy and I made some valid points, but I watch divorces all the time, and it don't matter what state you're in. A stay-at-home person is not considered, or a stay-at-home parent is not considered unemployed. That's why whenever a divorce is at hand, a judge base years and hours of being home with the
Right.
child, cleaning the house, because that is considered a job. And it may not be a tangible job to where it brings in an income that you can see, but it's considered a home-based job. And that's why most women who file for divorce and they live in um a nice, you know, or living a nice lifestyle are given so much toward the end, because the judge look at it as, if she wasn't home taking care of the kids, you wouldn't have been able to travel and go to these rap concerts and do all of these things like that.
Right.
But there is a but in there, because stay-at-home dads are not considered the same. It's
Yeah.
nothing in there's nothing in this world where you can say, well, but what if a man did this, because it's just not equal when it comes to that. You know, a dad who watches his daughter go to work and works 2 jobs, 2 hard ass jobs, and he knows that the man is home all day with the children. There had to be something that was said before it escalated to this point. She has been running her mouth. She has been talking negative about what's going on in her home structure,
Mm-hmm.
because dads don't just automatically react like
Mm-hmm.
that. Dads will ask questions first. How is
Mm-hmm.
the household going? Oh, I'm
Well.
just so tired, pops. Uh, I'm working these 2 jobs, and guess what the daddy gonna say? Well,
Mm-hmm.
baby girl, why you working 2 jobs?
Yes. Yes.
Leon over there, lost this factory job, and it just seemed like he ain't gonna never get another job. Dads will say, well, you know what, baby, just keep, cause they're married. This just ain't boyfriend and girlfriend.
Right.
So he's gonna say, well, baby, hold strong in there, because he gonna get a job. He was working when you got him, so he gonna get another job. 6 months roll by. Leon ain't got no job. And now, baby girl done went from looking, because they had a job together, so she was looking spectacular. Now
Mm-hmm.
she's looking worn down from having to go work 2 jobs. She ain't got no energy. She ain't got no time to do the things. She can't really hang out with the family like she used to, because she working 2 jobs. But she's also running her mouth talking about this man to her family. It may not be directly to the dad. It may not be directly to the brother. But somebody she's talking to is relaying this
Mm-hmm.
information that she's unhappy. And that's why her brother and her father went over there because now they're tired of hearing about, it may be some treatment, it may be some usury that's going on, but it ain't come from, oh, they just seen his daughter working 2 jobs and that's what they want that to come to an end. No, and you can tell he's not a bad dude because she ain't hesitate. Anybody who wanted out of a relationship or didn't want that, it wouldn't have been a hard decision to say I'm going with my dad or my brother compared to staying here with my man. She wanted to stay there. But what I would have told you is, good evening, Pastor. Oh, what it is, Ty? But what I want to say is, as me being the man of my house, your father can't come to my house and disrespect me in my house.
Period.
He supposed to have whooped her daddy ass. If you don't get the fuck up out my house, we gonna find out how much ass whooping you can do in here. Because what you're not gonna do is dethrone me and my shit. Because I ain't came to your house and dethroned you at your shit. So don't come over here, you and your son, before I put some hot in both your ass cheeks. See, you can go with your dad after I shoot his ass, because you can't come over to my house and try to run mine. That just ain't gonna work with me.
Period. That's the part
That ain't gonna work with me.
That's one of the parts I want to hear everybody. Yeah, I felt his pain. Like, did this motherfucker just disrespect me in my own shit? Yeah, that's what you're not going to do.
Can't do it. Tyrone, I want to appreciate you for tuning in tonight, cuz. Appreciate you.
Tyrone, make sure you hit that like button.
But I guarantee you, if we dug a little deeper, if we could hear it, guarantee that woman don't went talking about what's going on in her household to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't just come out of the blue.
No, I don't believe it did. I think you're 100% right.
One of the first things I heard that was said was maybe they done seen something or know something that he done out in the street. He probably messing around with somebody. See, that's our scapegoat, and that's our go-to thing anytime a man has an issue with a woman in his household.
Leandro Clark said hello everyone and happy holidays. Legacy, you on to something, my dude.
I appreciate it. That's the first thing we run to.
Kamal Akbar said, "Old girl's daddy need to stay in his place. He sure need to." You right, Kamal.
Yeah, we got to. You have to. And I done been in situations. That's one thing that I really don't do. Is no matter what I go through it, when I'm in a relationship, I don't go and talk to my family about my woman. I don't. Because at the end of the day, when you plant that negative seed in your family's member head, no matter what you do from that day on, you're in the negative.
Negative about you. Yep.
And you and that significant other can go back to being happy. Nothing's gonna ever be the same once she plants that negative seed or he plants that negative seed in these people's heads.
True.
Yeah, nothing's gonna change it. So unless you are physically being beat, unless you just getting drugged emotionally, every day you're being belittled, talk bad in front of your children, just disgracing yourself. He's disgracing you, making you feel.
Where is my baby mother T Savage?
Savage is on a little hiatus because she's preparing for test for school. You know, she has to what's that word? Recertify.
Mm-hmm.
But she's working hard. She'll be back soon. But that's the thing. And you know, we get half-ass, you know, that's how they put out things, even though I believe it was a little skit. But yeah, most of the time, you know, it's a little bit more than that. And I just think that, you know, as a father, I have daughters. And how I can understand as a man, you see somebody laying up and ain't trying no kind of way on your daughter. You can't have that. You can have two discussions. You can sit down with this gentleman as a man and say, son-in-law, you having a hard time with finding a job? Don't worry about it. Help motivate him and encourage him. And you reach out to some of your resources that you have.
Exactly.
And
Don't
see
come in there
if you
doing
can.
all that. Don't come in there doing all that rah though.
Right.
All that
Because
rah shit. Yeah.
Because if your father-in-law, mother-in-law are behind you and they're encouraging you, and especially like I said, if it's no violence or nothing like that, he's just down on his luck. He's not just laying up on your daughter and stuff. He's just having a hard time. That's the thing about marriage, and people don't really listen to it. It said good and bad, sickness and health, to death do us part. It ain't say in
Yeah,
good
when
and
you take
good.
those out. Yeah.
It never said in good and good and great to death do us part.
For better or for worse.
Sickness and health,
In sickness
good
and
and
health.
bad.
Till death do us apart.
Those are the marriage vows that people throw out the window when stuff get hard. Oh
yeah.
no, oh no, oh no. Leroy, you ain't worked in 2 weeks. I got to move on.
2 weeks. Didn't even give him a month to try to see if he get another job. Just because he ain't worked in 2 weeks. You want to give up on Leroy? Want to throw Leroy out the door? Because 2 weeks. You didn't get a man a month, 2 months to try to get a job.
Hold on. Dada, I gotta ask a question.
Leandro said, preach.
Savage. I mean, I'm talking about Savage. I know you talking about me, girl. Te amo.
I'm not here.
Yeah, oh yeah. You and Kate. How long of a drought without a man really just out trying before you say I can't do this no more?
Let me tell you, I give you the benefit of the doubt. I really would. But when I see you have a repeated history of going nowhere, no drive, I got to go. I'm sorry, I can't be your mama. Lord, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I said I lied when I told you I was gonna stick it out.
What K Michelle said, can't raise a man.
At all.
Dun Allen,
Kamal
go
say
ahead.
Kamal
my
Akbar
daughter
said,
needs to.
if my
Hold on,
daughter
Tay.
need Kamal Akbar said, my daughter need to come see me. She know where I live, but I would never go to someone's house and enforce my rules. That's how you get fucked up.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's how my daddy
I
was.
agree. Because you don't know
Now,
what that man got in that house. You don't know what he gonna bring out on your. You don't know
now,
what's gonna
KK,
happen.
I got the same question for you.
Well, I'm the one that I go by like word is my bond. So my husband, if the reason, whatever the reason is that he out of his work and I need to do what I need to do, I'm gonna do it. That's my husband. Now, I'm divorced, so I stick with what I say. Why is my cousin
Why is my
so?
cousin so quiet? He know our family history.
Who's his cousin? Oh,
Oh, now let me. But I got a different scenario before we move on. The same thing, but a different scenario. I want all four of y'all to answer. Tony, you come home. You done been laid off for about 3 months, and you come home, and he in there playing the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, the house clean, laundry done, the food done. I ain't got no problem with that.
No
No,
problem.
he ain't did no cooking.
Oh
my
no.
ex-husband, he used to work. He was in the military, and when he got out, he said all he was gonna do was play video games and get high. He
Hold
got out the
on.
military. He played video games and got high.
Now hold on, Tony. Hold on, Kate. I'm talking about he ain't did no cooking, and he just sitting there just playing the game.
Yeah, he. I came home. I cooked. I cleaned. I went out. I had my own business in a sense with my brother, so I didn't work where whatever I did I took home. You know what I'm saying? And I had a girl who was 16. She worked with me. Her mom had a lot of kids and she couldn't work, so she sent her daughter and she worked with me. And we cleaned office buildings in Annapolis, and that's what he did.
Tayama,
He went.
what
He
you think?
eventually went to barber school and started cutting hair for a little while.
Hey,
But I mean, today he got himself where he want to be.
Tayama?
me personally, if you to my house slave to where you're cleaning up, cooking, doing all that stuff, baby, I'm paying all the bills. I'm gonna go buy you a new video game and all. Okay, honey, these hours got my ass stretched out, honey. Who wanna sign up to be my maid? What part of this house you want to clean? Legacy, you done been here. This is a big bitch to clean, okay?
But it ain't really nothing to clean. It be clean all the time.
Exactly. So a sister be overworked and underpaid. Where you
Donella, right quick. I mean, let's look at it.
where they at?
Well,
Hold
Leandra
on,
said I have a
Donella.
situation.
That,
I
go
have
ahead,
a
D.
situation now that my stepson, 35 years old, won't leave the house, procrastinating about work, sit on the couch and looks at wrestling all day. Now, what should I do as a step parent? Mm.
But as
Hold on. Before we answer that, Donella, Leandra, we gonna answer it. Just give me 1 second. I
Well,
I want.
like I said earlier in the show, I am in that situation. I'm at home, but the thing of it is like Tiama says, the reason why people be like, "Oh my God, Torian, why you just let him sit at home and da 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 da, and you don't make him go out and work da 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 da?" Because Torian would tell
See,
anybody, when I come home, the dishes is washed, the house is clean, clothes is washed, he cooks, everything I need is on.
I went
My bath water drawn, my shower ready, my whatever I need is done when I come home, so I don't have to do anything
what I'm
when I
looking for. So listen, when y'all see my number at the end of this, if you about that life and you listen, you know that
go.
bullshit. Don't use my
but
Because
you know,
people
what?
but
actually
you
say that they be like, why you just let him just sit at home and da 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 da? Because I don't sit at home. I work when I'm here. I work while I'm
What
here.
they
I
been
make sure the house
what
is
it
taken
is that
care of.
you're doing?
Huh?
you
Hold,
know,
I got people that's in your business like that.
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
No, you know
legacy.
how people are nosy
The
and
question
on that
is
bullshit.
60 hours a week. I can't even ask myself what you ate for breakfast. So let alone am I gonna be like I just can't.
You know, it's
Thelma and
people that
Donella,
don't
hold
have
on.
any business. You know, it's people that don't because it's people that me and Tori know that was supposed to be our friends, but they're no longer our friends anymore.
But
That behind our backs would say, "Oh, I think Don Ellen just using him. Don Ellen using him because Don Ellen don't work. Don Ellen don't do nothing." Da, da, da. But Tori, when it gets back to Tori would tell them straight up, "That man cooks, cleans, and then he says to them also, it ain't none of your business. First of all."
pretty much.
So it's none of your business what we got going in our house. This is our house. You don't live here.
D-Lo, D-Lo, Thelma, hold on. Tony, pull up Leander quote again right quick. Reread that, D-Lo.
I have a situation now that my stepson is 35 years old. He won't leave the house, procrastinating about work, sitting on the couch and looks at wrestling all day. Now, what should I do as the step parent?
Okay, I'm gonna start this one off. Um, who is the enabler? Because you said it's your stepson. So that means that pretty much the enabler would have to be you and your wife,
What
because
he doing?
if you're not stepping down to say he can no longer be here, especially if it's done been years, or I can understand coming home, always having a home to come to, but
Mm-hmm,
it ain't to come and live. You stay here, you don't live here. And that's
mm-hmm,
two different things. You can come and stay here for a while, but you can't live here no more.
Yeah.
And if you're not willing, you need to have a discussion with your wife on putting a time limit on, when his exit gonna be. Because if
What if
he's
he
not
never
trying to
moved
get,
out? Like
huh?
if he all what if that's where he's always lived?
Well, that's a good one too.
I mean, if you want to look at it like that, then if I'm gonna continue to be here, I'm not. It ain't gonna be no grown man beside me in here.
That's a good one.
I can't walk. What if you want to? What if the man want to walk around in his house naked? He can't walk around in his house naked because he got another grown man living in his house.
That's true too.
He can't even suck his wide nipples on the kitchen table because he home in the living room watching goddamn wrestling.
Can't finger her on the fry top.
The question at that point too of a 35-year-old still being home like that is he able to be on his own?
Dude, I swear to you, I was thinking the same thing. Well, maybe the only other exception is if you're having mental disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
Or
you don't have those type of social skills. I want you to reply back to what we've said, Leander, about what are those issues? Do we have any issues as far as mentally being able to, or not being mentally able, or have some type of mental condition? Tony, why he hold on, Kamal got something that's coming up.
One thing I will not do is give someone outside my house the reason why something works in my house. When someone that needs to know what happens in my house, they will fall out of my circle immediately. That's true.
Hold on, I want to say something right quick. Miss Brown, it hasn't come up yet, but Miss Brown say, there you go. Go to the courthouse and get an eviction notice. But that's how you're gonna have to do it for real. You just can't throw him out, but you can give him a 30-day notice.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know how his wife feels about it, or is she? There you go.
She laughed and she hear you.
Oh, okay, but I meant it.
So one, either the wife or you, because is the enabler. You're enabling him to do what he does because he can't do in your house what he does unless you allow it.
You got a couple more comments down there, Tony. Kamal says, as far as the stepson is concerned, he needs some assistance in writing a 30, 60, 90-day plan. Sometimes we have to be a partner because we allowed something to fester.
True. Good one, Kamal. Good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
She says no. I say yes. We've gotten into physical altercations at the point that every time I try to say something to him, she says, let her handle it.
Well, if she handled it in this long, you might need to handle it. Oh, I don't want to say it. Oh, God, I was about to. No.
Let him use you. Go ahead and let him use you.
Let him use you. The doors of the church are open. Let him use you.
Hold on.
Let him sit on you.
Listen, you want me to let him use me?
Yes.
I hear it coming. It's in your throat.
Oh. Leander, let me tell you something, bro.
It's coming. It's coming.
If the only reason that situation is like that is because she's one of those women that
legacy. You better be legacy.
Okay, she's one of those women that if you would have been raising that child from birth, all I'm talking about from you, she's one of them people. Hey, you can feed my child, you can clothe my child, you can make sure you can protect and die for my child, but don't put your hand on my child because he already got a daddy. See, your problem was you stayed in that with that one right there too long. And when it becomes physical because she don't want to remove a grown ass old man out of her house, and it's your house, then you need to remove yourself from her because she putting him, and she don't understand the order of relationship and marriage because it's husband and wife first, children second. You never put your child above your husband. You never put your child above.
Off that right quick? Can I piggyback off of that right quick? Since she went to the book. The book says, then shall a man leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife. In other words, your wife comes, the husband comes first. Like Legacy said, like that. And in a relationship, the husband comes first. Leandro said I fought him uh and pulled that thing out too. I don't know what you're saying.
What?
Well, see, you know what? I was sitting and I'm sitting here wondering, and at the same time, hello, pineapple.
Hello,
Ah.
everybody.
um, I got a friend who he shot his stepdad and killed him.
Hmm.
And he wasn't, I know what the thing
Oh, the
was.
gun.
That's
He
why
pulled
I
the gun out.
spoke up. Right.
Oh, he can't
And,
be there no more. He can't be
and,
there.
and,
Sorry,
and,
Juicy, but
and
he
at
can't
that,
be there no more.
that's what I'm saying. At that point right there, y'all, he already know what he should do.
If
And,
it get to the
and,
point that
and
you
I
got to pull a
mean,
gun out on him, yeah,
if
it's
it
time
gets
for you
to
to
the
No.
go.
point that y'all got to put hands on each other,
Yes.
no, that's
Yeah,
no respect.
No
no,
respect.
And on nobody part, because
no.
he shouldn't even feel that he should be able to do that to his stepdad in his mama house.
She's enabled that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's an enabler.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what I am, Tony?
Well, he's
If I'm him.
35 years old.
Y'all guess what I am if I'm him?
What's that?
I'm a
Married
goner.
maid.
I'm a goner. She can fuck her son.
Mm.
And her
He can
son,
have it. He
and
can
her
have
son,
the whole thing.
and her son paid her
Because
last.
you are a doggone this man. I'm not going to say boy. This man is a fully grown senior citizen still at the house. 35, nigga. You a senior citizen, and you still let this
Definitely
person
at
die.
that house he
You are
is.
a senior citizen. You qualify for AARP. Go get your card. Go get your discounts. You don't need to be at nobody's house with your old ass. Get out and go somewhere. I was at my mom's house by the time I was 16. I don't know
Hold
what's with
on.
He
all
he
these
could
old
be at
people
least traveling.
staying at their parents' house. You're a
Somebody should
senior
have dropped
citizen.
Clip
somebody should have dropped him off at a missionary chapel or
yeah,
something.
right now.
Look, Jeanette, go ahead, Jeanette. Jeanette
Leave
say
him
he got
alone.
gray hair on his balls. Thank you. You're a senior citizen.
Mr. Clark,
Mr.
you're
Clark,
in
you
a
are in a
tough
tough situation.
situation.
I'm sure your stepson needs a lot of help. Be part of this solution. There is an answer.
Maul, hold on. I'm cool with solutions.
Right.
But all solutions ran out the day he pulled a gun on me.
Yeah.
In my
The
house.
only
Or vice
solution for that,
versa.
I lost that
huh?
whole part messing with the
Or
baby.
vice versa.
I lost that whole part with the baby, so he pulled out a gun on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, two things were supposed to happen. You either was supposed to be burying him in your backyard, that's where he gonna live, or he
And
was supposed
apple
to live
tree.
permanently because you did some damage that he can't move.
Or he gonna be
Yeah.
sitting on the mantle in a jar full of ashes.
Listen, let's
Mhm.
get ready to shift.
Nah,
But I want Leander to,
no parents.
to
So
comply. I
make
want to know before we move, when we can move on, Tony, but I want him to answer. When I want to know and I want to know what your wife is thinking from these rebuttals, but I also want to know what was her. Hold on.
It's her son, and I respect that, but he is able to work and move on. But all he does is talk about doing the right thing.
What's the right thing?
Let-
You mean
This
like
is
Spike
this is
Lee?
this. Let me show you. Hold on, Cake. I am going to cut you off, but I want to say this. Your wife don't respect you, bro. Let me tell you how you can do. You can go get you a little apartment and take your money that you utilize in that house, and you can go and let her understand what it is that she will be missing if you took yourself away from that house.
Because I'm pretty
Now,
sure you're paying for
guarantee you,
him to eat too.
if you move into your own, if she love you, she coming where you at. And I bet you, when the lights over there at the place that y'all got get turned off, the water get turned off, get what that 35-year-old nigga do? He get the hell on because ain't nobody there taking care of him.
Right.
If she decide to hold on, go ahead, Don Allen.
Kamal says I missed the gun as well. No one can pull a gun twice. I'm gone. So
exactly.
no one has Rodai. I don't know what he was saying.
No one has to die.
Oh yeah, nobody has two dot. Oh yeah. Jeanette said we need to stop babysitting these grown people. Amen.
Come on, the whole
A
situation just
freaking
shifted, huh?
man.
Yeah, you see how that shifted when you factor gun, cause gun almost equal a missing life or two. So
Exactly. And so
just
part of the
just
situation sometimes means to deduct.
yeah,
I'm sorry, and you know if I'm so hard, it's because I have no sympathy for, like I said, senior citizens still being at home. Yes, I left home early, but still I left home before I was 18,
But let me
and I
tell
became
you,
an adult,
nothing
and I put away
wrong for
childish
a
things.
citizen to be at home, long as they contributing to the home.
Contributed,
But
right?
if
yes.
in drama to the home, it's time
Yeah,
for your
you need to get
grown
out.
ass to get out.
Yes.
That
Hold
right.
on,
I
y'all.
agree.
I'm waiting on Leander to reply back how what his wife feel about these comments, because he said she's listening. And I also want to know what solution do you have as a man in your house? What are you willing to do before you decide that you've had enough? Let's go to the next thing, Tony.
We'll go to this thing right after this commercial break.
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy. Serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
Here's the next video.
What do you mean by you're done with me?
Ma'am, you're not gonna sit here and try to record stuff and try to act like
No, seriously, what do you mean by you're done
your
with me?
ticket isn't void because you're being a disruptive passenger.
How am I being a disruptive passenger
Ma'am,
when
you can step
literally
over there.
told
I'm
me?
no longer gonna speak to you, and I'm definitely
You
not gonna speak to you
spoke
if
to
you
me.
have me on your phone, on your camera.
Oh, because you don't want me to record how rude you've
You
been
can
to
record
me?
whatever you want to be. You were the last one to check in. You were denied
I
boarding.
did not.
and
I
so
checked
that's
in
all.
an hour and a half ago.
And I told you then that you were the very last one, and you would probably not get a seat because the flight was oversold.
This flight is delayed by an hour and a half.
Regardless
you guys
of that,
told...
you were the last one to check in, and the flight was oversold.
I have an email confirming
Step away from my
that
counter,
the
ma'am.
ticket.
I'm asking you not
that
to
I would
record
get a
me.
ticket.
I'm asking you to not record me. Step away
Is
from
that
my
a law in
counter.
Texas that I can't record you in public?
Step away from my counter.
That I can't record you in public?
Step away from my counter.
Oh, okay. Tell me more.
You can stay here all day you want to. Your ticket is canceled. If you want to stand here, I'll call security and I can have you removed. Those are your choices at this point.
Because I'm bothering you.
You're
by
being a
standing at the counter?
disruptive passenger.
How am I being
So you
disruptive?
can flip it however you want to.
How am I being
You're being a
disruptive?
disruptive passenger and you are done. Thank you. Have a nice
How am
day.
I being disruptive?
If I see you over here in 5 minutes, I will be calling security on you. Have a nice day.
Are you kidding me? Look at this. There is no one here. Absolutely no one here. Look at this. I'm being disruptive by being at the counter. Look at this.
Ooh, that's at DFW airport. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to side with the passenger because I've been through DFW because I live here and that's our main airport, and they are nasty at DFW. Their attitudes suck. They are horrible. All of them, no matter who you fly with. They are whatever agency you fly with. Every one of those agents at DFW are nasty. So I'm gonna side with the passenger. I would have been recording her nasty ass too. And then on top of that, you got an empty airport. Ain't nobody there. So how's she being disruptive? Ain't nobody there. So I
But
know
they
firsthand
complain
because
about
I've dealt with DFW airport. So I'm with the passenger because I know their attitudes. They're horrible, very nasty.
Tay, how do you feel about it?
every since COVID, they could complain about the smallest thing. You could get thrown off your plane. You could get arrested. So but I would have definitely recorded to save my ass.
Kate, what you think?
Customer's always right.
No hell they ain't.
No, the hell they ain't.
So, Kate,
Have you ever worked in customer service?
yes, she has.
Oh, well, then you should know better. The customer is not always right. Oh,
They go
God,
that
no.
rainbow, y'all. They go that damn rainbow in clouds.
Till you piss
Nah, let me tell you what it is.
Hold on, Kate, baby.
Leandra
This is what we've
said,
been waiting. Hold on, Kate, please, hold on. Go ahead and read it down, Alan.
I've been willing to bend, adjust, and adapt because I do love her, and for the sake of life and jail time, she is just listening with no comment. We also have another 37-year-old um uh who old her
Who has a liver
who
problem?
has liver problems. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna come back to you, Mr. Clark. Go ahead, Kate.
So like this, somebody who worked for a company who got to deal with the public, and a customer come and they got a problem. I'm gonna sit here and get stressed out when it's not my place. My place for the company is to make the customers happy so they can keep coming back. So they right. Now, I ain't shit I can do. You can talk to you blue in the face. I can't wheel that plane in. I can't make it do not a damn thing. And if I don't feel like being bothered, I might have the worst attitude. Listen, I'm walking away. I ain't standing here for this. So I side both ways. But for the sake of peace, because I'm going to get my peace, because I'm going to get my paycheck, and I ain't got to deal with the stress.
Come on, get yourself some goddamn Charmin tissue or something, bro. Get you some goddamn Charmin tissue, bro. That's what you need to do. God damn.
I love my ass.
Now, go ahead, Tony.
I've been in positions where I've been a customer service manager, and I've also been in positions where I've been the customer. So I can see it from both angles. But at the same token, for the lady that's behind the counter, you're paid in a customer service capacity, and your job is to deal with the public, to deal with the foolishness. Because me, when I was a customer service manager, one thing for sure, two things for certain: when the customer is angry, they're angry with the situation. That is the company. You represent the company, whether you're management or whether you're the associate. You still represent the company. And like I used to tell you, whenever I walked on the scene with my cashiers or my employees, or they was having an issue with the customer, when I walk on the scene, my job is to satisfy this customer as the manager. Your job, I ask you to leave, so that now the person they're arguing with is no longer there, which will also calm the situation down because the person you're arguing with is gone. I'm not the person you're arguing with, and I'm not the person you have a problem with. But I'm going to listen, and based on what you're saying, because I have to let you vent, you got to get it
Did
out.
you get your piece?
So let you get it out. I take the abuse, because again, I'm not affected by it. I'm here to listen. And once I've done that, now I can come to a resolution and see what I need to do to resolve and make you feel better. Sometimes it might be to give you a store credit, maybe give you $5 off of something, or give you something free, or whatever it is. My job is there to satisfy the customer. And once you're happy, you leave happy. My associate comes back and take care of the next customer. That's my job. And all that yang yang, I didn't take none of that personal because again, I'm not the situation. I just represent the company.
Correct. So that means that you're pretty much agreeing with Kate.
Definitely. She's that employee was too abrupt and too aggressive.
Correct. Because I've been one of the customers, and I'm pretty sure all of us have been, in a situation where, we want this situation rectified. And I'm a firm believer that you catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. So even if she still could not correct the situation, if the cashier's tone and demeanor would have been more pleasant, or she would have tried to, see if she could find another route for her to take to still be able to accommodate that person. And once that person see how you've gone above and beyond to help them in a situation, knowing that you really didn't have to do that, we subside in the inside and say, well, you know what? I appreciate you for trying your best. I just have to come out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Can I basically tell you how that could have been handled? The whole situation could have been handled. Ma'am, I'm so sorry that this is happening to you. I apologize. I'm going to try to do my best to help you to get this situation solved. And if she's still, yeah, I understand, ma'am. I'm sympathizing with you. I'm here with you, and I do understand. We're going to try to make this better because you keep it at a tone, at a level. You don't get loud because they get loud. Ma'am, I do understand. Your tone is, yeah. Some people say, "Oh no, you cowtelling." No. Sometimes you have to eat a little crow to get things fixed. You be like, your tone should at all times. You should be like, what they call it, the NPR radio. You know how in NPR radio they talk. That's like this. They don't talk above a whisper. That's exactly how you should be when you're talking. Ma'am, I do understand. We're going to try to get the situation solved for you. I'm so sorry that this is happening to you at this time. There's nothing that I can do, but I can try to see if we can get this situation handled. Yeah. All right, ma'am. We're going to try to see if we can get this situation. Do NPR voice. Anytime that type of situation, I've always go to an NPR radio voice above a whisper here on NPR radio. Yeah, go above a whisper. Yeah. If you want to cuss later.
Y'all just come
out. D-Lo, you're right. Empathy and understanding will fix most situations. Yeah. You can't match meanness with meanness because it's never going to get anything. Both y'all going to be yelling. Both y'all going to be acting a damn fool. And nothing's going to get solved. No situation's going to get solved.
This man has not went over to the Family Dollars yet and picked up no Charmin's tissue. I've never seen someone brown nose as much as Mr. Kamal Akbar, ever. At least Kamal don't have no favoritism. He'll tell a male and a female they right. But when I'm in the store with you, sir, even when I'm right, you never tell me. That's why I know what I'm gonna get you tomorrow when I come out there and see you, bro.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm coming in there with a 6-pack roll of Charmin's tissue.
Mr. Legacy, sir. It seems that Mr. Legacy. It seems like jealousy is looks ugly.
Don't.
Can we calm the situation down, Mr. Legacy? Jealousy doesn't look good on you. NPR radio.
Thelma, you know what? I gotta say this right quick. Thelma, you my sister, but you done turn coded on me for Mr. Akbar. I don't understand.
I told you I'm a ride from. That's my man. You were warned.
I'm gonna tell we. I'm gonna tell
we running back. Mr. Leander, I haven't forgot you. We definitely coming back to your statement. Let's go to number 3.
Number 3, let me see which one I want to pick. This one is just funny, but it's an honesty, funny meme. Check this out.
All right, babe, I'll be right back. I'm finna go cheat on you.
Okay, baby. Well, I'll be at the house still taking care of all your responsibilities, but don't forget, Uncle Arthur your phone tonight because I know you're cheating on me, and I'm gonna still be mad.
Oh, I already knew you was gonna do that. That's why I was gonna beg for you back and probably lie to you and say it was one of my friends, and you're gonna believe me and take me back because you're an imbecile.
That is so true, but I'm gonna still bust your windows open, but I'm gonna be back tomorrow, still cook you dinner and everything like it's not.
Exactly. Don't you just love honesty in a relationship?
I love it so much. Give me a kiss, baby. I love it.
All right, I'll be back for you guys.
Okay, have fun.
Hold on, babe. Huh? Do you know where my condoms are? Because I used the whole last pack up, and I'm trying to remember where I put the new pack, but I can't remember. Like,
oh, it's under the drawer. Remember when you tried to hide it from me? Yeah.
Okay. Under, not in there. Okay.
That's just too cute. Okay, because it's funny, is it? Because you got to think about it. What if we were actually honest in relationships, like that honest? Like a lot of arguments would be done away with if we were that honest in relationship.
You're right, because you'll be dead.
So tell me, if we were together and I told you, hey, I'm going to cheat on you.
Hold on, D. Hold on. Donata, hold on a minute, sir. Juicy got it.
we definitely should be that honest in relationships, but we should not be doing those things in the relationship. Like that's two different things. You can't. That's oil and vinegar. It don't mix. Two different things.
Oil and vinegar does mix. You mean oil and water?
No, oil don't mix with vinegar.
Yes, it do. But lovely, it goes on a sandwich.
No, no, you have to shake it up.
You gotta shake it, and then it will separate.
Yep.
Hold on,
Leon
Kay.
said, because I do realize that I have a temper, I believe that it's best for me just to stay in my lane and be positive about influence that I can possibly show to show that I'm the bigger person in a negative situation. Mm-hmm.
Kudos to you. I don't know how long I'm gonna be that damn big.
Be careful.
You know what's crazy?
You're short, so you're really not that big.
Could you close your mouth?
The person dealing with a negative person.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. We've had a show, Leander, where it was called Love You to Death. Sometimes because you love someone so much, love can get you killed.
Mm.
See, it ain't no do-overs when you're dead. You don't get another do-over. They sang a song called "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye," and it's a song they say you got to the end of the road, and this song's dedicated. All those are death songs, and you don't get to come back. You just stated that you have to. You do have a temper, and that means that everybody has a breaking point.
Right.
And pressure busts pipes.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, sir, if your wife cannot move her 35-year-old son out your home, sir, if you and your wife cannot sit down and come up with, like Kamal say, a 30, 60, 90-day plan for him to be out of your home from February to May, then you ought to have an exit plan that stands out to say from February to May. If he ain't there, if he ain't gone, I'm not there. And move on it. Because the only reason that ain't nothing changed in your house with this situation is because you conceded that every damn thing that they wanted you to do in that household, which was, I'm gonna tell you what you've been doing. And I believe you're a man. But what they've been doing is making you take dick, bro, with no Vaseline. Ain't
Basically
nobody in the house
castrating you.
respect you, bro.
Basically castrating you. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
Come on, say I applaud Mr. Clark. Many people couldn't do what you're doing, but I pray for your mental health, and everything has a limit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I say be careful.
Yeah.
You know, although Leandra, just because you're my cousin and I love you dearly, but just because that's your wife doesn't mean she's necessarily right. And as much as you may love her, you gotta love you more.
More. Mm-hmm.
Because one thing that's more important than the relationship itself is your mental sanity.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, yours is out the window.
Yeah. Not for me. He has great mental capacity. It's just that there's no respect in the house, and his wife, who's supposed to be his back, who's supposed to be his rock, supposed to be his calmness, supposed to be his peace, is definitely not being or fulfilling those shoes right now. You're not respected in your house, bro. And guess what? When a man is not respected in his house, when he or that woman ain't respected in the house, hit that tipping point, it ain't no telling what can take place when that pipe bust.
One thing for sure, every man and woman, especially men, want peace and respect in their home. And with that son situation, the 35-year-old, you don't have peace. And with your wife, you don't have respect.
Wow, this is just blood raw. I like this. This is blood raw right here.
I told him I didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm. But you had to be legacy. You had to be you.
Listen. You know why she can't reply? You know why she over there quiet? Is because she know that everything that's done been said from women's point of view on here and men's point of view on here is exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Trust
Yep.
me,
See, it's a
somebody
little
else.
bit different, D-Lo. It's a little bit different when you as a person that's in that situation is telling that other person something. They look at you because they don't have no respect for you, that your words are not valid. But
Yeah.
when somebody outside your home, women and men, agree with the person that's being victimized, which is Leander, Mr. Clark, and we're saying the same thing that he's saying, and only one person on this show really knows him, and we didn't even know that this was going to even come up tonight. So for this to come out and we all see the same thing that he sees, and she's the only person
There's a
that
problem.
don't see it, then she's the problem.
Yep.
And
That's
take
a
you back to the book. Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, all things shall come to pass.
Sir, you walked the book just now. And will there be one?
Now,
Church is open.
Miss Jeanette brought up an interesting statement. She's in the background right here backstage. She was telling me. She says, let's say, for example, if cousin Leandrew gets pissed off and then he moves out. She decided, of course, she's not gonna put her son out, so now her son is there. Then something, God forbid, happens to her. How's that son gonna survive? You're not teaching him how to survive. You're teaching him how to depend on you.
Yeah.
Because at that point,
that's not good.
At that point, the son can't come stay with Leandrew because he already moved out.
Yeah.
They don't fuck with him anyway.
And the crazy thing is, you can tell that Mr. Clark does deal with the son because he has patience.
Mm-hmm.
He still says that he still wants the best for the gentleman.
Come on, said the wife is trapped as well. She needs help too.
She ain't no damn trap. She just love her goddamn child more than she love her husband. And he's and let me rephrase this. She love her other nigga more than she love you cause your son is your other nigga.
Let me tell you, her and her son have been through a lot of things to where she have seen come and go, but he has always been there too. But once that disrespect went with that gun, I'm sorry, your ass got to go. Not today, tomorrow, this second.
Yes.
I don't understand that because I don't know. People play with guns. I have 26 guns. I don't play with guns. So once you pull that gun out on me, you don't use it. Every time I see you trying to fuck you up. So he really must love his wife. He has his wife.
Yes, he do.
He really has to love his wife.
Jeanette said he's taking advantage of his mom. He is. He's taking advantage of her kindness. He is.
He taking advantage of his mama, and his mama taking advantage of Mr. Clark.
Leandrew. Yep.
Exactly. So
It's
Leandrew,
the circle of life.
Leandrew might be pussy whipped. Well, we'll be back after this commercial break.
I swear to God, I was thinking the same thing.
I was thinking the same thing. D-Lowe's Notary Service. Don Allen Lowe is your personal notary public, serving the Dallas area. You can call 214-962-8275, or you can call the office at 682-200-9345. If you have any other inquiries, you can email dlownotaryservice1@gmail.com. Once again, that's D-Lowe's Notary Service. Don Allen Lowe is your personal notary public. Any notary duties that you need done, he will be able to get it done. D-Lowe's Notary Service. Check it out.
You heard from Leonke?
Okay, here's our fourth and final video for this evening. It's called Advice from the Woman.
It's called what?
Advice from the Woman.
I'll be back Friday, y'all.
We run shit.
You would say some crash shit like that.
I found it to be quite interesting. Hold on.
Let's get it.
Kamal says, Mr. Clark, I have a feeling
Fellow.
life. A fellow friend in the same situation that's homeless. The son had a gun
Pull
on
they
him.
gun.
Put a gun on him. Eventually called police on him, take him to jail, and he can't go back to his house.
Good God.
Good God Almighty. My lamb.
Check this out.
King, what I'm about to say might fuck up your day, but it'll put a lot of things in perspective for you. You may never fully be appreciated by a woman. The reason being is women's making it happen is totally different from a man's making it happen. See, when women struggle, we can just go ask somebody. You know, we have cushions to fall back on. If we look good enough, we'll have a man that'll help us. Hell, we ain't even gotta look good enough. We'll have a man that'll help us. We always got something that somebody wants. And we know that. But when it comes to y'all, it's like, we have a hard time understanding that our way of life is not reality for men. Y'all don't have nobody that y'all could just ask. Not without being called weak or being emasculated. Y'all gotta literally figure out a way, because at the end of the day, y'all are the same men that we fall back on. Yet we still find it hard to appreciate y'all. Ain't that some shit? I'm gonna have to go with sis. Legacy, she was taking up for y'all ugly asses. Damn.
I love her. I always like listening to her.
Any woman that agree with you, you like listening to. Any woman that disagree with you, you don't want to listen to.
Well, Tayama and Juicy don't rarely ever damn disagree with me. And I like and love both of them.
Okay. Yeah, hang out with me till the wheels fall off. I believe this man like punishment.
Listen.
Tony, think about it. Y'all argue all day and he'll be around you all day. I argue with that ass all day and he'll be like, "What's up, sister?" Da-da-da.
We gotta use our NPR voices.
I think you know what? I don't think that a man, listen to me. I don't think that a man can really change a woman's point of view on much, especially when she's set in stone. I ask Tayama all the time, when in the hell her and Juicy are gonna get out here and give out classes on how women should do certain things. Because a man can tell a woman something, if she's already in that fuck that nigga attitude and mode, she don't hear nothing.
Let me tell you. I did that before. Remember, I gave out free charity work. And what I got in return was absolutely nothing. Meaning, they act like they was finna do what I cheered, and then they went. So no, I'm sorry, I can't give charity work. If you haven't got it by 9, when like that, as women, we get stuff handed to us. It don't matter if you cute, ugly, in between. Guys would tap anything with a post. So if you make it to your 30s and you have nothing, only person to blame is you. Period.
I watched, I used to be out in the street. And when I used to be out in the street hustling, I used to see men who didn't have money, who hadn't spent all their money with other people out there hustling. And niggas had no sympathy, no empathy that you done spent all your money with me, and now you asking me to credit you $10, $15, $20. And the answer is hell no, you tried me. But let that fine basic woman ain't got now dime, but her body shaped right. It's still jiggling good from the back. Niggas will sneak in there and put that woman in and take her out to the side room in the back of their car, get taken care of, and get that woman that extra. Let's look around. The same thing with it's hard for a man to get the same type of assistance. Right here in West Palm Beach, the shelter, it's called a shelter. It doesn't say a woman's shelter or a women's shelter. It's just a shelter. Most shelters are filled with women because it's easier for they look at it that a man should not have hard times. And if he does have hard times, because he is a man, he should have some other plan to keep him afloat because he's a man.
And
But with a woman,
and that's so horrible and unequal.
yes, and I'm pretty sure Donald, as big as Texas is, it's the same way your way.
Well,
Cake your way as well.
Well, I stayed in the shelter in West Palm Beach and in Texas, and it's the same thing. Like, it was hard for me to get into that shelter over there on 45th Street. It was hard because I came to take care of my mom, and she didn't want her housing to know that I was there to take care of her, and she didn't want me staying in her house, and so I had to go to the shelter. It was hard. I had to go through a lot. I had to go. It took like a week and a half. So basically, what would have happened if I couldn't have gone to somebody's house for that week and a half? I would have still been homeless for that week and a half because I'm a man. I saw women come the same day, and the same, like you said, and that same day they got right in. Me as a man, I had to go through. I had to take an HIV test. I had to take this test. I had to take that test, this test, that test. Women ain't have to do none of that.
Don't let them have a baby with them.
Oh my God. Man, walk in, here dinner is ready, lunch is ready, come on in the cafeteria, you good. But me, I came all the way from another state. I have nowhere to stay. And I'm begging you, please, I need to stay in the shelter. But you make me go take tests. You make me take HIV tests, STD tests, all this. What is you making me take all these tests? I'm not gonna screw nobody in the shelter. The hell?
Oh man.
We live in such a judgmental society.
Right.
Everything has
a man can't be down on his luck. That's
and well, not even just that. I'm like, what I'm speaking on, like for me myself, I ain't experienced what she experienced. That's what women get. If for me, I have 5 children. Our bread is about $7 a loaf. Has been. So if I say I'm hungry and I need some bread and I don't go grab a 99-cent loaf of bread, I'm told, you ain't hungry. So people don't look to help me because my level of what I need ain't a need to them because I ain't yet sacrificed or put it to the point of I need. But if I don't eat the bread or get the bread that we need, I can't feed them anything other than that, or I would make them sick. So should I make them sick or should I sacrifice money? I don't get you can go ask for this and it'll be given to you. So when you say women get it but men don't, but I advocate for men because men don't get it either. I see people don't get it. You speaking of homelessness, this cold we had up here, I was sharing with y'all, there were about 200 people who died in our city. And of that, 40 of them were on the list for had homeless vouchers, but had no place to use them.
Wow.
And they died. So we all in a situation just in life that we putting too much judgment instead of more Samaritan work. We need to be doers. See the need, feel the need.
Because if we say, especially if we say we're Christ-like and we're Christians, because Christ he walked around with a Samaritan woman. He wasn't supposed to be seen with a Samaritan woman. He wasn't supposed to be hanging out with Samaritans, and Jews didn't have nothing to do with each other. But because of his love and his outreach, he said, "Listen, you got 5 husbands, and the man you with right now ain't your husband. But if you come with me, I can help you out. I can get you to the point you need to be." And so we don't have, like you said, we don't have that Samaritan love for one another to say, hey, brother, sister, I'm not paying $7 for no bread. I don't care how much money Pineapple said. But that's
I
because they're
think she's trying
vegans.
to say she
That's
don't
because
care
they're
how much money she
vegans.
got.
Pineapple. That's because they're vegans and they can't eat anything but like vegan bread. It can't
Right.
have all that flour and
And
wheat in there.
pineapple. I told my daughter and my children, I bought the last loaf Saturday. If she don't make us no bread, we ain't having bread no more. Cause I refuse the same damn way. It don't make no sense that this food keep getting higher and higher and higher. So we got 2 bread makers. We got an oven. I be and I won't. Now
And you got juicy, and you got the ingredients to make the bread.
and we got the ingredients, and she a chef. Make it make sense.
Don't be
But
putting to work. She did not go want to join the Betty Crocker Club.
no,
Don't
I
be
know.
talking and you ain't on the screen.
Listen,
Yeah,
she
come on.
made us some
You a
good
backstage bully.
food
Come on the
today.
screen.
No, I was dealing with the baby.
Oh,
okay. My nephew a kid.
Thank you.
Ain't no baby in
Wait a
your
minute.
house.
Hold on. Excuse me. Hold on.
Ain't no
Hey.
baby in your house.
But you know how this
Sorry.
last question,
Everybody see no but me.
I wanted to say something towards what Legacy has said about the relationship and if the guy played the Xbox or PlayStation, and then we come and have to speak about mental health. Some people be in such a mental crisis, and you don't know when it hit that might be their only resolve that they can get them through, and that's the level of where they are. If you married and that's your spouse, that's what you're supposed to go through. That's what you're supposed to see him through. Now, it ain't that connection that's different now. But when that's your spouse, that's what you're supposed to do because mental health matters too, more than money. And
All the
so
time.
when she's saying how men ain't supported, you gotta support them in all ways.
Okay, I'm with.
I want to go back before we get out of here. I want to go back, Tony. If you can pull up Mr. Leander, Mr. Hall's last statement that he had. We didn't ever get back to answering that before we get out of here.
Andrew's last statement.
Yeah, it was a while ago, but he put it up and we never really got back to it.
Hold on.
I'm looking for it. Oh, that was his last one, so we did address it.
Yeah.
For me, Mr. Clark, I will say this is my life. I see only her, my own kids, and the other son. And if you ask me, I have more love for her. Sorry that's how I feel at the moment. I have been willing to bend, adjust, and adapt because I do love her. And for the sake of life and jail time, she is just, then he says she's just listening to the comment. We all have another. Now that's what I want to get to right now. When it comes to that, your energy at this moment should be directed to your 37-year-old whom is dealing with a liver issue, which is a serious issue.
Yeah.
And because your liver and kidneys are filtrations for the body of waste and things that needs to be excreted from our body. So that is a serious situation. I want you to just focus on that, bro. Miss Pineapple say, D-Lo, I was loving your living room. Now I see a beautiful stairway and a Miami view.
Oh, that wasn't really my living room. It's green screen. It's green screen, Miss Pineapple.
He missed him.
Miss Meg Ranson say hello, Anthony. But I mean, my only concern right now, bro, Mr. Clark, is your mental state, because it's scary when people snap. It's to me, that's all that I'm thinking about. And right now you're crying out because, and this is how men cry out. We don't so much as physically cry, but we cry out by asking for other people's opinions and views in situations, hoping that's why he's listening to it while his significant other is there so she can hear it. And hoping that hearing other people's point of views may sway her actions to where she will actually start to pay attention to his cries. But if my thing is, bro, I don't know how you sleep in the household with a man who pulled a gun on you. Motherfuck that love for her and love you and get yourself to safety. Because
This
nothing is safe in that house if a
Not at
person
all.
can pull a gun on you in your home where you pay where you pay bills, where you buy groceries. Well, we know his ass don't buy no groceries because he ain't working and he ain't hustling. So I just my and I know you didn't ask me for it, but when you brought it to the table, you got to get legacy raw. Back the away. Go till you get to a safe zone and get away from them people. And if she don't come where you at, then she don't need to be around you as well.
this kid, I think he was 13 years old up here. He just stabbed his mother and father at night while they were asleep to death.
Jesus.
The truth, let me ask you a question though, before we go. Do he even look at you as his father? And what age did you come into his life and start raising him?
Right. That makes all the difference, Legacy. I can't believe I'm agreeing with Legacy. Pineapple said, Legacy, the man asking for help. This is
Yes.
very rare that I agree with Legacy the whole night. Jesus must be coming back in 2 days.
I hope I'm ready.
He must be coming back in 2 days.
But go ahead, Tony.
Pray you all be ready.
For help. Leandro, he's definitely seeking help. Like I said, that's why he's watching the show. Because he know that we were going to give it to him in blood raw, and he got 5 different viewpoints. And like I said, I'm the only one that knows the guy because that's my first cousin. But other than the fact that I know him, no one else on the panel knows him or know of him, and I've not spoken about him to them. So they were giving a very biased opinion from the heart, and he knew he was going to get it blood raw. So that's one thing that
Straight with no chaser.
One thing
Yes,
you'll always get on the ATL show is you're going to get the truth. You may not like it, but you're going to get it. And that's what we often say. If you got sugar paper
feelings, this is not the show for you.
This is not the show for you because, baby, we're going to send you crying and we're going to open your mind.
Oh, yeah.
The truth here. You're going to get the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth here.
Listen here. We get ready to get up out of here, y'all. We done exceeded our time limit. We definitely appreciate everybody participating in the show tonight. We appreciate you, Mr. Tyrone, Ms. Megan, Miss Pineapple, Mr. Leander, Mr. Clark. We appreciate you guys participating in our show tonight.
Meg Ransom said there are a lot of kids that have mental problems. There are.
That's true.
There.
But most of the time we don't pick up on them until it's too late because so we have to try to start observing our kids and our family members' behavior and watch the mood swings and the changing and things like that. And black people believe ass whoopings correct everything.
No,
it doesn't. Ass whooping correct stuff after a lot of talking went on, but it can't be first all the time. But also we can't allow people to manipulate that word mental health to where it becomes a crutch. Find the issue, get the help, deal with it. Then you can grow from that. But we're gonna get ready to get out of here. We
I
appreciate you
want to
guys.
say something, Legacy.
Go ahead, Kate.
35-year-old pulling a gun ain't no kid with a mental health problem.
Amen.
Amen.
It take a lot of
Oh,
to pull out
hallelujah.
a gun on somebody. It take a lot of fuck yous to pull out a gun on somebody.
And I got a degree in psychology, so I professionally say that.
and she only says that if she can stand on it. She ain't gonna say she can if she can't.
And you have a degree in psychology, and I have a Christian counseling degree as certification as well. So, yeah.
Like, I have. You'd have been my plaques on plaques at my mama house, plaques on plaques.
Yeah.
So,
Listen.
Psychology, I got that held down to the fullest.
You know what I mean?
It takes a lot of cues to pull out a gun on somebody.
Well, he better get him some mental. Pineapple say he better get him some mental help because when I get through with them, they gonna think I got a mental.
Pineapple, I just fell in love with you because, baby, yes, ma'am.
Listen, Kick, I think you and Savage, you and Selma both said the same thing. It was crazy that y'all ended it like that because it does make sense. 35 years of age.
You have a 10-year-old that pulled out, like, killed his mom because he literally does have a mental problem.
Mm-hmm.
But he killed his mama. If kids out here killing their mama, I'd be damned if another bitch kid kill me. That. At least the saying was, I brought you in this world, I take you out. So I guess the kid did reverse on that thing. You brought me in this world, I take you out. I ain't have nothing to do with you. Oh, nah, I'm done. No, sir.
Listen, let's go on here. Hey, Tony, go ahead and bring D-Lo to the stage. Let them know how let them know how they can reach out to you.
Oh, most definitely. They can find me at apostledelo@gmail.com or Twitter at apostledelo or IG at apostledelo or Facebook at Donalo, TikTok and YouTube. Delo Productions for notary and graphic design only 214-962-8275. And catch me on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Friday Night Inspiration, playing some of your best gospel and inspirational music right here.
All right. Jesus, hold the wheel. Let's bring our foot.
Pull out a gun on me.
Juicy Cake. Let them know how they can reach you, Mama.
Just in case, you can find me here every Tuesday and Friday on the ATL show. You can hook up my website and get some of your homeopathic health needs. Also, I'm on Instagram as Miss Beautiful, TikTok, Miss Juicy Cakes, and on Facebook, Nicole Purse. Enliven Your Way to Wellness is my page, and that's where I'm going to be doing most of my posting. So if you look for Nicole Purse, you might not see them, but memories.
Yeah, she get blocked too much. She go to jail too much for y'all.
All right. Listen, we're going to bring out my sister, the boss lady. Let them know, Miss Tate. Alma.
Y'all know where to find me. But this is why I don't do kids. You see that where it say renew weapon permit? I don't even play with people cheering. Tony, take it
Y'all just so y'all know Tayama has a few screws loose. Just know that.
I don't even care at this point. I'm just holding on.
Listen, y'all want to reach Tay, be careful, but you can reach her at justintimeaccessories.com. Her phone number is 954-873-6659.
But remember, they don't need to call me if they're not doing all that cleaning like Don Allen said. I don't want you to call me.
She done already told y'all she got 26 guns. Choose wisely. Now, let's go ahead and bring out the man that makes it possible for us to be out here on this grandstand, out here in this ATL world.
Yes,
let's go ahead and bring out the boss man, AB. Let him know.
I tell you, I really, really enjoyed this evening's show. I was just wondering how it would go because I came up with the topics that the very last minute, but it went very well, and I'm very pleased with all of you for your input, and thank you all, viewers, for your input that also enlightened us and kept us thinking. Leandrew, cousin, I hope and pray that you get a hold of your situation and get control of it, because right now you have lost control.
Yeah.
And your wife and her family have totally taken advantage of you, and that's coming from the love of your cousin. But I'm Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social media under Anthony Brown, and I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. You can also search for The Anthony Brown Show. We're also on Spotify. You can listen to us on FM radio. Just search The Anthony Brown Show. I have a Facebook page called Anthony the Writer. Please search that page and follow me there as well, because I post there frequently. And right now I'm doing my TikTok thing as well. I'm Anthony Brown 561 and Facebook Reels. And that's words I live by, and I wish you would too. And that's, you got to grind until you shine.
Can I do something before we leave? I just want to do a quick prayer for.
Still moving.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. It's delayed over here. I'm sorry.
And for business purposes only, you can call me at 561-768-3710.
All right. Y'all know what it is. We at the end of it.
Hold on, Donnell wanted to say something.
Oh, I just wanted to, because I think everything should be done in prayer and supplication. I just wanted to do a quick prayer for this whole situation, because I know we gotta do the work, but it also takes prayer as well. Just bear with me for just 1 second. Father God, we ask that the situation, Lord, that's going on, Father, we don't know it. We don't know all the particulars, but Father, we know that you are the God that knows everything. We ask that you would go into this home, Father, and that you would heal hearts, that you will mend up wounds, that you will help this family be able to put this thing back together and to figure it out, God, because we know if it's not in your will for it to be put together, break it apart. If it's not for your will for it to be broken apart, put it back together, because you are the God that knows everything and knows all. And we thank you and we give your name the glory, honor, and praise. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. All right, we appreciate those encouraging words of prayer from Mr. D. Lowe. Y'all know who it is. It's Legacy the Great. You can reach me on Facebook at our Dream Williams. Hit me on YouTube at Legacy the Great. My email address is legacyunlocked@mail.com. You can also call me if you have a problem with getting in your car because you locked your keys in the car, things of that nature. Legacy will unlock it. You could also, if you have any legal service, any legal things that you need for as motions, anything far as anything with the law that I can have an opportunity to examine and read over and prepare for you, hit me at 561-907-9126, or you could also reach me at 229-630-7615. In closing, I know tonight we had, four topics that we touched based on, but the one that mattered to me the most, that we put more time in, was Mr. Clark's situation. I just want you to know, sir, that and everybody else that's in this type of situation, this will be the first time I ever tell a man in a marriage to put your sanity and your safety first. Love you enough. If she don't love you enough to help him get out of your house, love yourself enough to get your ass from around her. ATL.
28 grams of moss, 28 grams of moss. Little people the keys, little people the keys. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Yeah. I'm the champ, yeah. I'm the champ, yeah. I'm the champ, yeah. I'm the know why you cats wanna wait to beat. But it's sweet just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early didn't finish the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. Still I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. Like you phony rap cat, about to make me squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ATL is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga, I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I followed you rap cats, so you niggas my sons and I'm the truth. Wow, cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the A&T, but I carry my throne. God bless every child that can hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out here better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you got. So when you can't scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the half. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the little cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people leaking trade love. If I throw it on my key, you can put that on my heart and